So we're back again with part 2. We're looking at Blu-ray and video games, and that surprise I told you about. And yeah, you're probably noticed. If you haven't noticed, I'm in a new chair now. It's better than I like my old chair, but this chair I get to recline and stuff. So yeah, let's start off. So on the Blu-ray side, first we have the new DC animated movie, Batman Under the Red Hood, which is another, DC Universe animated film's been doing great, and this one proves it. They did change around a few elements from the original Under the Red Hood story and Death in the Family, but it still holds up. Great cast, the Jonah Hex short, which they included in the DVD, is even better. Is better than the movie, which is hilarious. But besides the point, it does stay true. It does stay true to the series, to the books as it can. Add some new stuff, but it's still It is still recommended for anyone who loves Batman or the animated universe as a whole. And I've been collecting these movies like no end. I'm still missing Wonder Woman, which I still need to buy, and Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, which I already pre-ordered. So I got this, and then on the cheap Blu-ray side, I picked up the Dark City Director's Cut, which is directed by Alex Proyas, who directed I, Robot and The Crow. To sum it up, this is basically Matrix with aliens, and it is one of the it's so surreal, so just nuts how it just handles the storyline. You don't even, the concept of is there an end? Is there an end? Is there a beginning? Is the main character lost in himself, or is he able to grasp his own identity? Pretty much. Don't even know if that's a good way of putting it, but yeah, it's a great set pieces, pretty cool feel to it. Worth checking out. Dark City. Next up, this is an anime DVD I got for a pretty good price. Ghost in the Shell 2.0. I got this for $10. I got rid of my old Ghost in the Shell DVD because I was planning on buying a Blu-ray copy. Well, that and Akira, which I already own. The Blu-ray does. The Blu-ray stuff, like the CGI, does come into play and it does look good, but overall, it doesn't really, blow you away. But it's still a very, Ghost in the Shell is still a very solid sci-fi storyline itself. Just in terms of the animation, the music, the characters, the whole mystery behind the Laughing Man of who he is and whatnot. I mean, it's just, it's a solid. It's one of those anime films you have to see next to Akira and pretty much any Miyazaki film. Do I say see Castle Cagliostro because that's awesome? But yeah, Ghost in the Shell 2.0. And then finally, we got the always excellent Kick-Ass, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy movie. If you ever for those who see this movie, you pretty much know it as one of the best. This is pretty much one of my top 10 comic book action films ever. I've read the comic book series, and I gotta say this movie actually does a little bit better than the comic books. Like, the comics do have this twist that works, but this just makes the ending and the middle part a bit more over the top, and it runs with it. The movie's basically even like a dark parody of superheroes. These these two want to talk. Most of them want to be a superhero to take out crime, but some of them are just like, I want to be a superhero just so I can be a superhero. But yeah, Kick-Ass. Fan of comic book series? Of comic book movies? Worth the bet getting. Alright, so now video games. For PS3, first off, I traded off Bioshock, and I got Infamous, which is a pretty sweet exploration, free roaming game from the good people of Sucker Punch. The controls handle pretty well. I like the targeting does get a little bit iffy at points, I think, but I mean, it handles well for itself though. And what I gotta say about it, it's got still playing, and I'm looking forward to what's next. Next up, I got Assassin's Creed 2. Which I have yet to play, but I'm going to get it soon. This was a birthday present. I'm looking forward to jumping into it, since Assassin's Creed was a pretty good game. I felt the controls were iffy though, and there were kind of a few glitches, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about 2, so yeah, check it out. And finally, we got Dragon Age Origins Awakening, the expansion pack to Dragon Age Origins, one of my favorite games of all time, which I've added on, and I'm really enjoying it. Just I like making the storyline go further. I got this for about $27 instead of the $40 for PlayStation Network. And it's if you like Dragon Age, basically, you want this. You need this. Buy Dragon Age Origins and also buy the Awakening expansion pack in stores, because it evolves deeper in the storyline and what happens afterwards and what the deal with the Darkspawn is, and it just adds more to the mystery, pretty much. I have Dragon Age 2 coming out. Who knows what's gonna happen next? So yeah. And finally, I have something new, video game wise. I'm gonna show you guys right now. We have that wasn't what I wanted to do. Screw it. Forget it. A PSP. Yeah. I finally got a PSP 3000 used copy. I like this. I like the system so far. Handles pretty well. I've so far downloaded Final Fantasy 7 and 9 from the PlayStation Network onto this, so I've been playing those a lot. And for games, I got from a friend Final Fantasy Dissidia, the Final Fantasy Fighter, which is I'm getting the battle system's kind of it works and it doesn't at the same time. It's kind of broken. But, it's like the Smash Brothers of Final Fantasy titles, and it really is a PSP killer app, so it's worth it. And then, I did have Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but that broke on me, and then I had a Tiger Woods game that I didn't really play, so I traded that for Star Ocean First Departure, which I've been enjoying a lot lately. It's pretty interesting. Got some, pretty cool story. Storylines keep me focused. Nice sci-fi setting, and yeah, that's about it. And I got this little UMD of National Treasure 2 that came with it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, that's the super special, awesome stuff that came out. So any other news? I'm heading up to the AAC Matsuri on September 5th in Nashua, New Hampshire. Manchester, excuse me, and then I'll be heading to the AAC in Nashua, October 15th to the 17th. So, hope to see you guys there. I'll talk to you later. Peace.